So we just went through another big heat wave and then the remnants of a hurricane. In fact, this is the day after the remnants of a hurricane. So there's a couple of hives I want to go through just to make sure things are okay. Like number 7, where we, merged in a resource hive because they were queenless. So let's go take a look at them. As this is our 200th episode, we wanted to catch up with one of our founders, the Bee, who has been busy in the studio doing some vocal tracks. Her and Gary have been recording some original songs, and it's been tricky to catch up with her. But did drop in on the studio, and later was actually able to catch up with her at a car show in Harleysville, Pennsylvania, and get a few words in before we dig into today's episode. Okay, it's our 200th episode, and we finally caught up with the Bee. We're at a car show, and I figured I'd get you in for a few seconds at least.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the continual show and the 200th episode. Thanks to the Badger for being so diligent and doing what he's doing and teaching you what's jiving and the hiving.
As luck would have it, there wasn't too much that the storm left behind, just a few branches and some minor cleanup, and we were off to digging through the hives. Surprisingly heavy honey super. They have some honey weight in here. That's a good thing. When you merge a hive, there's always a chance that they will reject the queen and kill her off. Getting into the area that has a lot of bees, so hopefully we'll soon see brood. Let me see some old brood. Oh, okay, I see larvae in there. That's good. We'll put one more frame here. I'd love to see eggs. But they kind of know that when you get to the end of the season, they need to cut back on laying, so not uncommon to see less going on with brood after the flow is over. Miscellaneous brood. Some larvae. Looks like larvae in a few different stages. Try and get the sunlight in on it here. Oh yeah, okay. Very young brood, so good. Good. We've successfully got this one back in the swing of things. And we'll button her up. I tend to move comb in blocks like this because as soon as you give them a little bit of a gap between the frames, they crawl in there, and then when you try to, close the frames up, you're catching a lot of bees. By moving it as a block, you never open up that space between frames. And the result is you'll probably not do too much damage. So they have good resources. They do have brood. They have a laying queen. I'm happy. Number 7, I can officially call a queen right hive. Oh, and they certainly have a lot of honey in this super. Whoa, girls, stay away from the edges now. This is the one where we slapped an extra super on to hopefully reduce the overcrowding. Don't expect them to have done much of that. Well, they're still rather full. I would assume this is just because they tend to go up where the honey is. But for the fun of it, we'll go in here and we'll look at the blank super. Oh, this is heavy as can be. Well, they're actually drawing out comb in the blank super. Okay, so what will happen here is, we will discontinue this super as their population drops going into the fall. And I'll probably take the drawn comb and stores and put them on diggers' hives, since I don't know how far they've made it with the late establishment. I'll just clean a little bit of this off, but kind of give it back to them. Sometimes when I do this and throw the wet burr comb between, they actually do use the wax, so not something bees are known for doing, but okay. We're doing okay on this one, except for the weight of this upper super. We see a hive beetle, so probably time to give them another run of peppermints. Gonna take a quick look at our resource nuke. What I want to see here is just to make sure that they have some types of reserves. They still have a little honey, so they're not up against starvation. Yep. We have brood. All the cells have something in it. Sure, someone's going to say, "Oh, I saw the queen." Well, I haven't yet, but I'm not too worried about that. Now, one thing I do notice is in the bottom of this hive, it's got a little bit of water. As I said, we just had a really, really big rainstorm, the remnants of a hurricane. So, I might want to change the angle of this hive. Now I'm going to take a quick look into Digger's hives. He's up in the mountains. He may come back Monday. I think he's coming back Sunday or Monday. And if Monday is a nice day, we'll probably come back here and go through some more of these hives. This one has been the weaker of the two. I always say this because not everybody watches every video. But this hive we started out in a shallow, which is at the bottom. And what we put on top is deep for them to expand into. And the reason we started them with the shallow is that's where the queen cells were that we initiated this hive with. As I say, when we get into late fall, if they haven't drawn out too much, then I'll take a couple of frames from that other super that I put on number 6. Nectar. Okay. Because it is summer and it's hot, I'm still doing these in the morning. Look at that. Ain't that a beautiful sight? Yeah, they're going to have a nice workforce for the fall flow. Hopefully they can build more of the hive out then. But these were late starters. We got into the flow back in May, and they were just popping queen cells all over the place, and Digger wanted some hives, so that's when we put these together. This is Digger's other hive, which was a little bit stronger. We'll see if they're still strong and going. There's an opportunity. eggs, larvae, some capped brood. Take a look at the frame next to it. Lots more brood. Oh yeah, okay. They're doing well. So our resource hive is doing well. Digger's hives are doing well. We have number 7 that was queenless that now seems to have a functional queen laying eggs in there. That's about all I'm going to do today. That's a good thing. Once one frame gets going, they tend to expand out from there, depending on how much flow they have. Look at that. The deep has brood. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Well, we have some angry girls around my head, as one might expect in the morning, but things look good here at Buzz Park. Remember to like and subscribe, and hopefully Digger will be back very soon again, and we'll go through more of the hives back here. Until then, have a nice week. Bye-bye.